And you know what they say about divorcees. A hypocrite.
Well, hello there, Dave. How you doing, old fella? I'll make this short and sweet. I'm going to tack on after this. I kind of use it as a template so I don't have to record it twice. But a COVID-19 chart challenge. I already challenged the vacuous desk pogue from Story County, Iowa, Latifah Faisal, with this. Gave her 5 states. I'll explain it. And you try to guess which ones had lockdowns, which one was Iowa, which ones wasn't. It was Iowa, New Mexico, etc. But I'll plunk that down. Now, if I gave that, this is why Dave won't appear on any channel that I'm not blocked from, because I've steamrolled him so many times. He lost count, which means it's over 20. So if I gave him this challenge, and I'm sure he'd be in favor of lockdowns. Lockdown in California didn't affect him because he has no skin in the game, and I don't think Dave's had any skin in the game for about 13 years now. But I'm sure he'd be in favor of lockdowns. Now, if I put up 5 graphs from 4 states being lockdown states and one of them not, would he be able to guess which ones? No, he wouldn't. He couldn't even Monday morning quarterback it very well. He's just a poor researcher. He's a Google researcher, but I'll tack that on. And we all know, I'll just say right now, Dave would fail if I gave him that challenge. But he would run away from me because he knows anything I engage him in, he will lose. Period. He knows it. I know it, and even his autistics know it. Well, hello, Latifah Faisal. How you doing, little fella? What inspired me to do this? I've been following the COVID insanity for over a year pretty diligently. Saving things here and there. And what inspired me to do this, and I'll leave a link for all this stuff, you can check it out, is Tom Woods' COVID charts quiz, where he'll throw up random graphs of states, like 12 of them, and show the deaths per million, cases per million, and whatever. I think that's usually what he does. That sometimes he does 100,000, and say, guess which ones had lockdowns and which ones didn't. And he'll throw in quotes from Fauci and put Michigan up there with another state, and you won't know which one's Michigan. He'll say, guess which one has a really good governor, stuff like that, just to fool people. So in the spirit of that, the great Tom Woods, I decided to do my own COVID chart quiz, because I've been following these states for quite a while, some more diligently than others. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up graphs from 5 different states from the same site at the same exact time frame. So it begins and ends at the same time. And you tell me, and I covered up everything, and I made it a little more difficult from about October. Now pay attention to all these from October through January. That's a pretty good 3-month period. And look at the huge spikes. Here are the contestants. That's the only hint I'll give you. These 5 states, in no particular order, are New York, Iowa, New Mexico, California, and Illinois. I will also be doing this for other people. So if I'm talking to the desk pogue Latifah Faisal, and this might be a response to, let's say, OldFartRants, the guy who needs to go to a dentist, it might be a response to him, even though I mentioned that, just so I don't have to record it a bunch of times. And I can just plunk down what I've already got there. So here are the contestants again: New York, Iowa, New Mexico, California, and Illinois. Now, the only state of those 5 that never had a shelter-in-place or stay-at-home order was Iowa. The rest of them had soul-crushing, spirit-crushing, economic-crushing lockdowns. Now, Iowa did shut schools and bars and restaurants for a while, but there are states out there where kids haven't been going to school for over a year, basically. Iowa is a lot more open than the typical state. If your state had a Democrat governor and a Democrat legislature, your kids probably weren't going to school all last year, or most. And a lot of businesses were still subjected to capacity restrictions. Like New Mexico's gone hog wild on that. So look at those graphs in no particular order. I'll throw them up again. The contestants are Illinois, California, New Mexico, Iowa, and New York. And I'll reveal the answers too. So think about it. Which one is Iowa of those 5? And which one is New York? Which one is Illinois? Do you notice a real huge difference from October through January? That's a pretty long time frame. It looked like they all had a lot of trouble. And I couldn't find other states with the exact same graph for the time frame, because some of them were longer, so the graph didn't really fit and it didn't look good. And I covered up, of course, the numbers on the left side so you wouldn't be able to guess, because obviously if it's a lot higher population, you'll say, oh, it's New York. And even if I did that, I'm not sure if Latifah Faisal or any of these other brainiacs could figure it out. So which ones are which? Now here are the answers, and you might be surprised at which one is which. And then when you're done with that, Latifah Faisal, and anyone else I do a video on, go over to Tom Woods' website and take that COVID charts quiz and see how you do. I'm sure if you cheat, I'm sure if you take it 30 or 40 times, you can ace it. I took it once and I got almost 70%. I didn't record it. I should have. Now, even if you did ace it, the results would not be what you want because you'd be, oh my gosh, I guess soul-crushing lockdowns and mask mandates didn't really work. Oh my gosh. And I'll leave a link to my latest article too, debunking the talking point. Iowa didn't lock down. It was an article from October, right before the election, because Iowa was a battleground state. We got to hurt Trump. Iowa didn't lock down. Its economy is struggling anyways. Debunked. Do those results on those graphs surprise you? Can you Monday morning quarterback it and still get it right?